What to do, everybody? We back at it. Another video. This time I got another chewy product. Took back my papaya cake from another video, and I picked up a fresh new, you feed me, the Space City, my favorite, because I'm not playing. If I know what I like, I'm gonna keep going after that. We're gonna talk about that one next. Got my cheesecloth for my tea. The tea videos are coming soon. So I gotta figure it out the right way, because right now I'm not figuring out the right way. It's the wrong way. Alright, one more little talk video. I didn't mention what I had coming in the other last one. Just wanted to get that out. Said there will be no cannabis in these videos, no paraphernalia, none of that type of stuff. Just one random object in my hands. I was gonna have my random object in my dog toy, but that's all I had down here. But then I realized I had this one when I came in the house, in my space where I'm at. This time I'm trying to lean. This time I would like to talk about, excuse me. I know it's gonna be in a video, but people. So now, obviously, so many people. These things are gonna be the last one was with people. It's always gonna be about people, because these are the things we all do things for each other. You know what I mean? Everything in life is for each other, for humans. It may not be somebody you really love, but it's for the next person. Think about that, and you will understand that. If you don't understand that, you need to think about that, and you will understand that. We do everything for each other. Social services. It may not be social interactions indirectly, but it could be indirect with building a road. And, you know, people living and using that road for years. Blah, 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 continue. It goes to everyone. You are doing something for somebody else. With that being said, how could people be complacent? How could people be lazy? How could people not be motivated to want to do more? If it's not for yourself and that person you're doing it for, oh, of course not. Why would I do more for that other person if I'm not doing it for myself? Why would I? Why would I? Why would you? That don't make no sense, right? Yeah. How can you be motivated for someone else if it's not for yourself? It goes back to the argument, do you love yourself? Do we love ourselves as people? The conversation I want to talk about real quick, or the conversing, because we're not conversing, so I have to talk about myself. What I'd like to share with y'all is how I feel people feel about their self. Sometimes, and not all people, I'm always going to say that. Sometimes, and then not all. There's some people out there that will try to make you feel like crap, like you ain't nothing, because they feel like they ain't nothing. Or it could be people that try to make you feel like you're so much of this and that. Ass kiss, whatever these words is that people got, whatever they spend their time on, to whatever they think about, instead of just focusing on themselves. Ass kisser, whatever the name is, instead of focusing on themselves. You gotta think about that. Take the time and focus on yourself. How could you feel somebody's hating on you or doing anything towards you, and you're doing it to yourself by projecting it onto others? Like I said, people would think that you having something that they don't have, they got the right to treat you like you nothing. And now listen to me though, there ain't nothing wrong with that. There really ain't nothing wrong. I get that. Now listen to me, listen, because it goes back into how I grew up. That mentality, that urban herd, I don't like the word urban, I don't know why I threw that out there, I'm looking at the word actually. That hood mentality. Cube said it best, that hood mentality. You gotta think. Somebody has something that you don't have. You may not feel like this, but the robbers think like this. Always, I'm not saying I was a robber. Listen to the robber. The man with the gun always wins. But the man with the front of the gun lives forever. You'll figure that out when you can. I'm standing at my window right now, not even reading nothing that's coming off my heart. I promise y'all. I promise, like my word, I don't promise. The robber would say, once upon a time, to this day, the person that I'm taking it from, I don't care nothing about him. No remorse for him or nothing. If you've been hesitant, you want to fight back, I don't care about doing whatever I got to do to you to get what I need from you. You did whatever you did for it, come fine, you worked hard for it, I get it. Why should I care what happens to you while you don't care what happens to them? Now, mind you, that's some terrible kind of effed up way of thinking, because this robber could have put themselves in a position just like this person did. You see what I'm saying? This person could have did that from the beginning. But once they're in that street light, that mentality, that zone, it's over. Anybody can get it. You can't be complacent. You can't be, you know what I mean, thinking that nothing can't happen to you. But that's not what we're talking about here either. Another reason why I always say these conversations will always go back into each other. Cliche talks. They'll keep rotating with each other. The one will connect with the other always. But don't ever let nobody feel like, oh, you know what I mean? Let's say, oh, you put you up here, boss, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That sarcastic way. Because you look stupid. You look dumb trying to make it seem like somebody else is better than you, but then you'll be quick to say to that person, hey, these are the same people that talk about you behind their back but be sarcastic to you in front of your face. Like, you don't know the difference. And you don't know what they're doing. And you clearly stay away from it because you're motivated. You may not be, you guys could be making the same amount of money with them. And that's the thing about it when it comes to money. That's why I'm going to bring it up. When it comes to money, usually people who ain't making nothing, they usually got time to think about and bicker with something else going on in somebody else's life. When I've been in places where I'm making cheddar, we ain't thinking about each other. Like, anything we're trying to like let the other person know, like, yeah, I just told my family here, I just did this with them. People don't want to see you actually commit to the things you have in your real life because they're not doing it to this. They're not giving it their all to this. So when they hear you and they're having this, what you got, then they when they look at you and see your skin, and then they hear your voice, you sound somewhat educated, come on now. This obviously gonna come back to me. It's always gonna circle back to me because it has to do with me. People don't care. And why should they? That's why you gotta continue to stay down, stay vigilant. And these are words I live by because I've lived by them. Because I've been doing it for so long. And it works. I see the same kind of people all the time. That's because I put myself in certain positions to see these people. Meaning, not saying I'm doing less than I can, not trying to say anybody else is lesser, but at the same time, you're dealing with people who honestly could be in the same situation to me. I don't know, like, I ain't gonna speak on financially, things, assets, things people have and don't have. I never had everything I want anyway. But I know I worked for it, stayed focused on it on my own. Then wait for a terrible time in my life to want to turn around and do that, fix it, or make something better. Or somebody coming across in their life and motivate them. That's what I do. I take every single person I meet as a motivation. It could be something that they could be saying that I just know I ain't got, that I've dealt with, seen this before, or they just said something corny. Let me just brush it off, move on, because I know how I can get. Whatever. Everybody's motivational. It could be the richest person coming in, it could be the poorest person, it could be anybody I'm dealing with. CEO of a company, it don't matter. They motivate me because of whatever they're saying, I'm going to listen based off of how that conversation we have. Because you're meant to be talking to me at that moment. But I'm not even medicated. I ain't blown. It's time to go ahead and get it, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I appreciate y'all. And y'all integrity, share some stories with me. Share something that you want me to share. I'm going to name these Cliche Talks. That's what this feels like, because that's exactly how I live by the cliche living, way of living. That's what it is. You look that word up too, you'll know what it is. Good talk with y'all. Next one's going to be short. I'm trying to keep it under 5 minutes. Appreciate y'all time. Hit the nice button, help out the channel. Cherish the day.